I'm Phoebe Farrelly. I'm an old girl of 2023 and I'm now doing a degree apprenticeship with PwC. At Farnborough Hill, I studied mathematics, computer science and economics. I first found out about the degree apprenticeship from a DOV newsletter, and I immediately signed up to the University of Birmingham Open Day. And from there, I applied as one of my UCAS options to be on the degree apprenticeship. Once the University of Birmingham accepted me, then I moved on to the PwC recruitment. So this involved filling out a form, then doing a game-based assessment where I had to do games and quizzes that tested my abilities to recognise different things like risk and emotion and mathematical abilities. Then I moved on to a solo interview where I had to answer 5 blind questions. And then I moved on to a group interview where we had to do a case study and act as different co-workers to solve a case. And then I got my call on a school trip and I found out that I'd been accepted and I was over the moon. Most degrees involved 3 years of undergraduate study and often an internship in your second year which can go towards a graduate role. For me, it means that instead my summers are already planned to be a 10-week placement with PwC, and then my third year is an extra year that I do in the industry working with PwC. So it means that my course is 4 years rather than 3. As a technology degree apprentice at PwC, it means I work specifically on technology projects. So I had to fill out a form on my preferences and I got put into a team called Deals. This means that I'm working with mergers and acquisitions, but I look at the more data analytics side of things. On a day-to-day, once I'm in the office, I'll check my emails and I'll work on my current project. This might be attending calls with my team, it might be attending client calls, and then I'll crack on with my own work that I'm set. So this will be working with tools like Power BI and Alteryx to manipulate client data into the form that they want it in and analysing it to find trends. Along the side of my degree apprenticeship, I've been working with cyber women groups. So I've set up a branch called Cyber Women at Birmingham, which promotes diversity and inclusivity within cybersecurity. And we've hosted events getting people from law firms and in the industry and immersive labs to come and give speeches and workshops for students and anyone in their careers pivoting into cybersecurity or interested in cybersecurity. Last year, I was given the opportunity to develop challenges for a Capture the Flag for a global conference called CrestCon Europe 2024. I was given the chance to network with really clever individuals who were developing other challenges, and it was a very successful event. Recently, I attended a Cyber Women conference in Bristol and found out about an opportunity that I could do which involves volunteering for Cyber First, which is part of an NCSC and encourages people into STEM, especially young women. And giving back to Cyber First, as they were the company that first got me into cybersecurity, is an amazing opportunity, and through networking is the only way I would have found out about the conference, let alone the opportunity to give back. My favourite thing about PwC is the people. I've been given a buddy and a career coach who I can go to for any problems that I have, as they've already had a few years in the firm for experience. And then another thing that I really like about PwC and the people is the open culture. You can look at anyone's calendar and put in a meeting and meet up with them. I've met up with partners and directors from different teams across the company and found out about other teams that I might be interested in joining. And there's so many people from all over because it's an international company. I've been working in teams with people from Australia as well. My advice for Farnborough Hill students that are interested in getting into degree apprenticeships is to go for it. Farnborough Hill really encourages individuality and transferable skills, and I really think that you'd have a good shot in the interview stage if you were to apply. I think also a degree apprenticeship is very highly regarded these days, as you'll graduate with 4 years of experience, no student debt and savings and a salary. So it's really employable if you get onto a degree apprenticeship. Some of the most valuable lessons that I've learnt at Farnborough Hill that still apply to my career journey today include asking for help. At Farnborough Hill, I asked so many questions to my teachers, and to this day, I'm still asking so many questions at PwC and university. I think the skill is to go over why you're stuck first and see what you can find out first before then going to people for help. And I found at PwC, if there's a really critical project and I don't want to be wasting people's time, then trying to solve it myself, I learn a lot. But it's okay to ask for help. and I think Farnborough Hill really encouraged me to ask for help if I was stuck. And another skill that I think I've picked up from Farnborough Hill is confidence. I've, since Farnborough Hill, presented at Bath and Bristol Cyber Conference 2024, and at work as well I've been able to present in calls and client calls just fine. At PwC I've had a lot of interesting projects. On day one I was given a highly confidential project and I had work due the next day working with tools that I'd never touched before, Ultrix and Power BI. And it was really exciting to be put on a team call and to be told, oh, this is due the next day. And it really tickled me because economics A-level was something that I'd really missed in doing a computer science degree all year. So to be working with mergers and acquisitions on day one really excited me. My advice to my younger self would be to say yes to as many opportunities as you can, but to listen to your gut and make sure that you're keeping your work-life balance in check.